Well, good afternoon, viewers, and here we are in old garden tractors and firewood. And look at the big black clouds. There they go, boys. It's not too bad of a day. I think it's about 6 degrees, but the wind is kind of nasty. So, anyway, today I was out over at this side of the garage cleaning the gutter. That's the one that's closest to the woods, and that's about the only one that I have to kind of worry about cleaning the gutter. So I've probably cleaned that since September, probably 3 times, I would say. And then today is the final cleaning because most of the leaves are gone. And I got to find a new system for doing that. But anyway, I'm getting a little too shaky on the ladder. It's only a 6-foot ladder. But yeah, I'm not fussy in doing that. Anyway, I did it, and then I took up a jug of water and kind of rinsed the gutter also. And I did that 4 or 5 times, at different locations on the gutter. And so it's good now for the winter, I'd say. So that was goings on for today. And then we did groceries this morning. So kind of waiting on the storm to come tomorrow. Now they're saying it's going to be, well, they don't know what they're doing. So it could be snow and it could be rain. It could be a mix of both, or just never know. So, but anyway, the temperatures are right around the freezing mark, so it could go either way. And apparently the winds have dropped a bit now too, they say. So it was just all goings on, but they're big colors on their maps to get everybody wound up and create sales at the grocery stores. That's what all it's for. Anyway, we're going to do the modifications on the 4-way wood splitter that I made there. So we're going to try a few pieces of wood on that today and see how that goes. I have to get you set up, and I'll get back to you. Look at all that nice paint I put on there. Now I'm going to scratch it all off. Yeah, it's kind of foolish, ain't it? So I guess we're ready here to, we'll give this thing a go. We'll have to put the 4-way wedge on yet, and my block is just a little bit too long. I have this block and that block in there, and this takes up a little bit of room. It takes up about an inch. So under normal circumstances, from the wedge on the machine to the ram is 20 inches. Now, there's an optional splitter for this end. It's here somewhere, but I've never used it, I don't think. Anyway, if you put it on this end, you can it'll split this way or that way. So, and then you're at about 17.5 inches. That's the amount of room that takes up. So we're going to try this 4-way wedge here with our modifications on the 4-way wings here. Made it a little longer, but an inch out on either side, and maybe just a little touch of more of a lift on it, or longer lift anyway. And we'll see if it's going to work. Now, after me getting it all painted up all nice and pretty, I'm going to wear the paint off it. Yeah, so then we'll keep that from rattling around. We'll put our bolt in. In you go, bolt. There. That's there. All right, so I'm going to have to go so far with the ram here, stop, and then put this in to be able to push it through. Got the measuring tape. This is a 6-inch piece of wood, hardwood. No idea what kind of hardwood, just hardwood. And we have our moisture tester here, so we'll test it once we get it apart. And this wood we got delivered last year to my son's place in November. So 8 cords of logs over at his place. This is where I got this wood. And so this could be cut probably, who knows, could have been cut in October, or could have been cut early November, could have been cut in June. Hard to say. But anyway, all I know is it's at least a year and a bit. So we'll see how wet it is on the inside. Alright, so we'll start her up here and we'll see what happens. I have no idea if this is going to work or not, but I think it will, because I never tried it yet, so all the paint's still on it. So we'll give her a go. Hey, that worked pretty good. All cracked here and here. Didn't have to use that. I could, and that would split it apart even more here. So, hey, that's pretty good. Now, there, see that? Look, split her apart, not too bad. Split that one apart. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Now we'll see what we got for moisture. Try this one here. Oops, I better take the top off it, I guess, but yeah. Alright, let's just go about the center. Drive them things in. If you can see that or not, it's 23.4. Now, some of this wood I got has kind of got the start of some punkiness or rot or whatever you want to call it in it. Let's try this one over here. Yeah, there we go. That one there's 60%. 58. So she's starting to go bad in the center. Try this one. This is probably the most centered spot. About 30, 31. I don't know if you can see that or not. And I'll try it over here. Yeah, 60%. Or if you can take the prongs and kind of push it in reasonably easy, it's starting to go bad. If it's hard to push in, well, the wood's still good. Alright, we'll just shut that off for now. And I'll move this, we'll try another one. I might as well throw it right in the stove, I guess. I just threw 2 of them in. I don't think I'm going to need any more than that for the rest of the day. So we have another one here. Let's see, now this fellow's a little bit bigger. Well, I would say it's getting punky too pretty well, yeah. Be nice to find a good one without any punkiness in it. Yeah. There you go. Like if you get your wood too early, it's gonna go bad on you, I guess. That one's not too bad. We'll try that fellow there. He kind of looks like he's harder than normal. He's got some knots in it, so. Right there like that. Now look at that. I scratched all the paint off. Holy cats. Yeah, I don't know if this will fit or not. Not quite. Okay. We'll give this, I'm just going to give that a little bump in, and then I'm going to put the block in. There. All right, we'll see what this one does. Yeah, no problem at all. No problem at all. Now we'll test this one for moisture, and that'll be a good piece right there, I think. Right in about there. Ooh, boy, that one's hard to get into. As you can see, it's 21.9, so 22 pretty well. So this stuff that's over at my son's place won't get burnt until next winter, 26, 27. Now we'll try this piece here, right in the center if we can. Right in there and right about there. That'd be about the thickest part of the wood. Let's have a look at that. That one is 23.5 about. So that's not bad. Anyway, that's the trouble if you have wood too long. I guess it will go bad no matter what. All right, we'll try one more. This fella here. He's already got a crack going down through the center. That wouldn't be very fair, would it? Yeah. Let's see now. I wonder what that one's like. Heavy anyway. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, that looks like a good one. Yeah. All right, we'll see what this one is. That last one was about a 6-incher, I think. This is about 6 inches also. 6 that way, 6.5 the other way. And might be a little bigger on this end. And it's kind of going bad too. Here, look at that. All right, so we'll put that in that way. Maybe we'll do it the other way. Yeah, right like that. Okay. All right, so we're going to try our new switch over here. Yeah. So we'll turn this on. That way I'm going to be able to hold that because I think it might roll. So on we go. There. That worked pretty good too. One-handed. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, this stuff is not good either. It's getting wet in the center. You can see the kind of the yellowish here. Oh well, that's the way it goes. Not much you can do. We'll try that one just for fun. Okay, now. So if we put it in the center where we think it's just falling right in. But it's still only 23%. Anyway, look at that. That's just how bad that wood's going. The prongs just great in. They don't even stay. Anyway, out here where it's harder, good and hard there, you can hardly move it in. And it's 23.6. It's about the same. Oh well, like I say, it'll still burn. That's the main thing. You're just not getting your value out of it, maybe, I guess. I don't know. Well, I'm happy with that. That worked pretty good. Now, let's see if I can show you the amount of wear. All my good paint wore off, look. Yeah. Oh well, it's just a tool, right? So there you go. It's not going out to a wood show where it has to be perfect. All right, I guess that's going to be about the end of that video. So that works pretty good. I'm kind of pleased with that modification. And I'm just going to take you off the zoom here. Boink. And yeah, so happy with that. So that's good. That wasn't a bad little fix, that. And the switch works. And that's the thing you got to remember. You can't leave the motor running without the ram moving. It's got to be moving oil. And if you left that running on there too long with the motor running without that running, it'll overheat. So you got about 5 seconds. So when you stop the ram, you got about 5 seconds to get to this and shut it off. So that's easily enough done. You just, as soon as you let go of that, you can go right down and shut her down. So there we go. That's That's today's goings on for the 4-way wood splitter modification and the switch modification. So that's pretty good. All right. So have a great day wherever you're at and whatever you're doing. So of course I've got to add on to the video. I got thinking about when I was explaining how the wood has gone bad and all that kind of stuff. That wood could have been bad when it was delivered to us. How would you ever know? So there you go. That's another thing. And those 2 pieces of wood I put in that I just split, you can see the moisture coming out of that fella right there. Look at that. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's the other thing. Like, you buy wood, you don't know if it's good or not all the way through because you can't see it. So that's the way that goes. There's always all kinds of variables with wood. So anyway, have a great day wherever you're at and whatever you're doing.